Hello and welcome back to the Ground Cinnamon. So today I had some baked fish lying around from yesterday and I was wondering what to do with it. So an amazing recipe that works really well with leftover fish, leftover crab, or even for that matter fresh fish or fresh crab is fish cakes or crab cakes. The recipes are almost identical. Well, they are identical. You just replace the meat of the fish with crab and so on. So today what I want to show you is how to make some fish cakes for dinner. So I'm going to make some fish cakes with a lovely rocket salad. And rocket leaves today in India are very easily available. If you want to try something else, you can always use lettuce, but rocket is really amazing. So it has this amazing bitterness to it, which is why your salad dressing has to be amazing. And usually a little bit of sugar with a nice acid works wonders with a rocket. And I'm going to show you how to work with rocket. Along with that, to go with the fish cakes, I'm going to make some teriyaki sauce. So let's get started. Here I have some cooked off fish. You can use any fish. You can use a fatty fish, preferable. It's easier to cook with. It has a better texture. But if you have a light fish like I have, that also works. So you can use tapila, you could use kingfish, mackerel, salmon. Salmon's really nice. And all you have to do is flavor them slightly. I have the fish. What you want to do is flake it. Flake the fish. After which you want to add your salt and pepper. Now here you can add spring onions, dill works amazingly well. You could even add some bell peppers. But here I'm going to stick to some salt, pepper and some spring onion. So we are very acquainted to fish cakes in India. We know them as fish chops. And usually what it is some fish, a lot of potato combined with Indian spices, breaded and fried. I don't want to do that because I really like the flavor of fish. That is essential for me. To complement with that, teriyaki works really well. So here, to combine, in India we use potatoes. Well, around the world people use potatoes. But one technique that is really catching up and that is really a lot of fun is adding some mayonnaise. So here I have some Japanese mayonnaise. And what is Japanese mayonnaise? Japanese mayonnaise is regular mayonnaise with an extra yolk. It's much thicker, the texture is much better. I'm going to have a video of how to make Japanese mayonnaise shortly. So you want all of this in, combine it, taste for seasoning, and if you want to add paprika, it's up to you. How you want to flavor it, how you want to take it, in which direction, it's up to you. Bring it together and make some lovely cakes. Now here you have a couple of options. You can deep fry it, so you'll need some flour, egg wash and breadcrumbs. Or you can pan fry it, and I'm going to pan fry it. You can give it a dusting of a little bit of flour, not required. Just pan fry it directly, it works really well. It's healthier, so pan frying it is. So on a hottish pan, this can be significantly hot. We are not rubber frying the fish. So on a hot pan, add your fat. Butter works really well, but go in with some oil and fry it till it becomes golden brown on either side. Remember, the fish is already cooked. All you want is extra flavor, additional flavor. When you turn it over, it should look as pretty as that, if not prettier. And you want the exact same browning on the other side. So don't worry that you're going to be frying it for so long, because the mayonnaise, when you add the mayonnaise, it does wonders. It's going to keep it moist, it's going to keep it juicy, it's going to be awesome. And as we turn it to the other side, it's time to start prepping our teriyaki glaze. Now teriyaki sauce is actually really easy. A lot of us tend to buy the store-bought stuff, but you won't believe how easy it is. All you need is some soy sauce, some sugar, a little bit of an acid product. Now traditionally you'll use mirin, which is a Japanese vinegar wine. It's really sweet, not very easily available in India, so you can replace it with apple cider vinegar. But the best replacement is actually some orange juice. So soy sauce, sugar, orange juice, some sesame seeds if you like, ginger and garlic. And ginger, you can really go crazy with the ginger. You can really spike it up. It works really well. And The exact proportions I will show it to you while I demonstrate. For your teriyaki sauce, you want to start with a cup of water. Into that, you want to add half a cup of soya sauce and some sugar. Now the soya sauce, you want it to be a dark soya sauce, a nice rich soya sauce. If you have the lighter version, you might want to add a little more than half a cup. And the sugar, you want to keep it brown. White sugar works, but brown sugar has some amazing flavor. So a teriyaki is soya sauce, sugar, and acid. Now for the acid, I'm going to add apple cider vinegar. That's because I don't have mirin. As I said earlier, you can add orange juice, and that is actually the best. So this is about a third of a cup of apple cider vinegar. Into this, I'm going to add about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. Now this is peeled garlic. I'm simply going to puncture it and add it. You're going to simmer this for about 10 minutes so the flavors will flow. So I'm going to grate in a thumb-sized ginger. I'm going to grate all of that in, and you want to let this boil. You want to let it boil for a bit. Into this, you want to add some more flavor. We've added quite a bit of an acid product. So for an additional flavor, I also like adding honey. So I'm going to go in with about a couple of tablespoons, just without measuring it. You can adjust the honey later because that's completely okay. And now you want to let this simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. While it simmers, you want to get your cornstarch mixture ready. So in about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, you want to add some water, mix it in, and after 15 minutes of simmering, you want to add it in. So as it boils, you will see your sauce thickening, and you want it, like a regular sauce. You don't want it to flow like water. You want it thick. It should coat the back of the spoon. And when that is done, your teriyaki glaze is ready. Now, once this is done, what you want to do is you want to filter the sauce and get rid of the ginger and the garlic. You're going to get rid of all of that, and eventually you're going to have a beautiful, smooth, thick sauce. That's what you want to do for a teriyaki. Now the teriyaki sauce is ready. We'll move on to making our salad dressing for our rocket leaves. So I'm going to use apple cider vinegar again. So you want about 1 portion of acid, so 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Into that you want to add 3 tablespoons of oil. Now I'm going to go with vegetable oil. You can go with olive oil, but you know what? A good, clean, light sunflower oil works really well. So in goes some vegetable oil. This is sunflower oil. After which you want to add some salt and pepper, of course, but you also want to add something sweet. That's because we're going to work with rocket, and you need some sweetness to counter that bitterness. And I am going to go in with honey. You can go in with sugar, straight up sugar or brown sugar, but honey, a good 2-3 tablespoons of honey in this case, and your rocket leaves are going to taste so good. And give it a whisk. Just whisk it till it becomes a little opaque, and that is when your salad dressing is ready. Now you want to take the salad dressing and add it onto your rocket leaves. Add a little bit just to coat it, don't add too much, and give it a turn. And a beautiful salad. Now into this you can add some feta, you can add some cherry tomatoes, you can add so many things, some cucumbers, some bell peppers. The options are unlimited, but the beauty of rocket is it doesn't need help. It's awesome the way it is. So how you want to serve it is, you want to give yourself a healthy serving of that salad. It's a very good salad. Along with that, your fish cakes, and the sauce goes at the bottom of the fish cake. So every bite of the fish cake, you get a little bit of sauce. So I really hope you put this to good use, because making cakes per se is could be done with anything, not just seafood. You can do it with chicken, you can do it with beef, mutton, leftover stuff. Combine it with additional flavor, give it a nice sauce, serve it with a salad, and it's always a perfect meal, and it's always a healthier meal. Don't go by the amount of mayonnaise we added. It is very healthy. So I hope you like it. Do make it. Do share some pictures so I can critique your plating. And like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.